140 is about to get underway. One or two riders are sorting themselves out to the back of the grid. The green flag goes up and pit bike stock 140 is underway. Oh, great start there for Ben Lord into the first. Oh, but there's trouble at the start of the race. Somebody wipes out on the back wheel into the first corner, and that was number 997 that went down. Marty Harrington goes down quite spectacularly, but he's okay. Harrington trying to get the bike restarted, and I think is back underway. Bolsover retakes the lead. Very tough conditions for these riders as they charge through the hairpin on the first lap. Down the back straight they go.
That rain is absolutely sleeting down now.
So very tough conditions for the pit bike stock 140 riders as they go through, completing their first lap. Bolsover leads. Looks like Carter in second position. Ben Lord had that great
Ben
start.
Lord in second position. It's Alan Carter in third. Aaron Walker in fourth, Thomas J. Harrington in fifth, Ben Clucas, then Callan Ricketts. James Callan, he's having a cracking weekend. He's really come on quite nicely.
So Ben Lord with that fantastic start, taking the lead briefly, but Bolsover straight back through into the front. They go into that first corner. It's a little bit slippery going through there, but the leaders coping with it well. Alan Carter, Aaron Walker, Thomas J. Harrington in fifth position. And another rider goes down on the approach to the hairpin. Just trying to see who that is. Has gone
Chris
down.
Fabian has gone down.
Chris Fabian, that is, that went down. He was in that midfield, wasn't he? I think he was just on the edge of the top 10. But
yeah, he was running. Chris Fabian hasn't got a transponder on. It must be there.
Somewhere. So Fabian out of contention, but looks like he's okay. You can see the wave yellows there. Just he tries to pick himself up. And here come the leaders, and in through the chicane we see Lord trying to close up.
Look at the water coming off the back of those bikes, and you know, and this shows the grip. You know, Ben's knee down, Matt's knee down, and really are pushing on.
Ben Lord then trying to put the pressure on the race lead as they go charging through, splashing past the finish line here through the chicane on this first part of the lap. Matthew Bolsover, I'm sure, knows that Ben Lord is there in second place. Aaron Walker and Alan Carter just a little bit further behind as they go into the hairpin past those wave yellows. And Bolsover trying to break away a bit now.
That's Ben Clucas down.
Ben Clucas has gone down. Hairpin. So it was Ben Clucas that goes down on the hairpin as well. Another rider in trouble.
Back at the front though, you can see coming down the hill around the left-hander. Ben is going to have a quick look down the inside. Bottom of the hill, no, he's not close off that, but look at the spray coming off the back of those bikes as they come past the complex.
So plenty of grip out there with those wet weather tyres, but so easy at the same time to make a mistake as they make their way into the final corner. And Lord keeping the pressure on Bolsover as they go charging through first and second, very close indeed.
And it just shows the level of skill that these riders got, because you know, these bikes are inherently unstable. You know, you're on a 12-inch wheels, relatively thin tyres, and they're not a very stable bike to ride. And so it's great to see them running at that pace. And we've got another rider down on the left-hander before the final right-hand corner onto the start and finish straight.
114. That's John Bednarek that went down. Was in 11th place. As we cut away to the hillside camera here that's on top of the track, so we can see just how much standing water is on the track. The battle of the third goes into the far hairpin. This is really tough now for the riders. Definitely no chance of the track drying out, I would say. Very much a wet race, and the battle still rages at the front. We see the third place battle here, though, between Alan Carter and Aaron Walker. They're very close for third place.
And the camera won't really pick it up, but the right-hand corner coming down the hill before the tight left-hander, you can actually see the if you look at the tyres, you look at the trail that the tyres are actually leaving, the drifting the bikes out that right-hander. Wait till Matt and Ben come back round, and you can see the tracks are a single. You know, they actually are drifting the bikes out of that corner, which is fantastic. And confidence in the tyres. And
here we see Matthew Bolsover then starting to pull away slightly from Ben Lord in second. There's Lord still on his tail in second place with Bolsover with his fastest lap of the race, 58.921 for Bolsover. Actually, both Bolsover and Lord lapping under 1 minute, which is incredible when you look how tough the conditions are out there.
So we look at Ben and Matt coming through now.
So here we see them coming through.
You can really see the trail and the drift, that back end is just stepping out.
There we see we're just stepping the back end out on that right-hander. Oh, and there's trouble in third as we see a crash on the chicane just going in towards the final corner. I think that's Alan Walker that's gone down. Battling for third with Alan Carter.
I think he went down there in the same place in the first race, didn't he?
Very similar location, and
I don't think he likes that corner.
It's back underway just ahead, I think. It's about 7th or 8th place, so Alan Walker in trouble. Alan Walker as Thomas J. Harrington now goes through into 4th place. Callum Ricketts in 5th position. The last lap board now being readied for our race leaders. Jamie Callum in 7th place.
Ben just looks like he's been caught up by a few of the back markers, and Matt's been able to gap him quite considerably on this last lap.
Credit going through to Marty Harrington, who dropped the bike. We're coming into the final corner now. We should see Harrington just behind that little group of riders. That's Liam Whiteley and Josh Bednarek. And there we see number 997, Marty Harrington, who dropped the bike on the first corner, on the approach to the first corner, and fighting his way through quite well. Oh, there's another rider in trouble at the far end of the track there. Try and pick that who that was in a minute, but another rider in trouble in these late stages. A full credit to Marty Harrington, who's right to the back of the field, now coming through onto the edge of the top 10. Last lap flag, though, going out for the leader, number 421, Matthew Bolsover, who, like Matt said, is starting to pull away now from Ben Lord. Thomas J. Harrington moves through to 3rd place from Callum Ricketts. It was Alan Carter that went down as well at the far end of the track on that previous lap. Just up by the hairpin.
He was running in 3rd.
Just on, looks like he's on the edge of the first corner now, actually. So I think that's Alan Carter.
He's had an absolute shocker of a day.
So bad day for Alan Carter, dropping down the field. But Matthew Bolsover hasn't had things easy today, but takes another victory. And Matthew Bolsover, another fine win for him today, with Ben Lord bringing it home in 2nd place. Looks like Thomas J. Harrington will come through in 3rd place. So Harrington 3rd. We think it's still too close to call. There comes Harrington into the final corner. There we see Alan Carter receiving some attention there from Ben Lord. Perhaps the medics might be needed by the looks of things. But terrible day then for Alan Carter. Thomas J. Harrington is the finishers in 3rd place. Callum Ricketts, Alan Walker rounding out the top 5. Jamie Callan in 6th place. And here we see number 997 just going through the shot there now. That's Marty Harrington, who broke into the top 10 on that previous lap.
It looks like Ben, Matt, Aaron and Alan are having a good chat. Just coming off the start and finish straight on that chicane. Alan Lord's down there, the director of the British Mini Bikes. Now having a quick chat with him. I don't know what it's about, though.
Here we go then, the final race of the day. Pit Bike 140, race number 2, getting underway in just a few moments' time. There is one right at the back of the grid, though, having some trouble. And as you can see, the track getting drier now. It's a bit greasy in places. Could be a treacherous race for the riders. The flag drops and away they go. Oh, and a great start there for Ben Lord. Goes round the outside of Bolsover.
That's twice he's had that happen to him today.
And Ben Lord, another great start for him there from the outside. Takes the lead. Bolsover 2nd. Bolsover tries to go out on the inside on the exit to the hairpin. And, oh, they're side by side into the top hairpin. Here they go. Going to be tight under braking, but Bolsover squeezes through back into the lead. It's Lord in 2nd place.
Ben lost a little bit of momentum then on the exit to that right-hand hairpin. We've been chatting away to Tommy and Marty's Harrington's dad. Marty's gone and bought himself an R6. He's going to be doing some track days next season, which is great. And 2 class riders really. They've really come on this season. It's great to see out there. I mean, Marty at the moment is that Marty? Yeah, Marty at the moment is running in 4th place, number 997. With Tom just behind him, number 994.
So Marty Harrington, of course, who wiped out at the start of the first race, had to fight his way through. Much better start from this time, going through in 4th place from Aaron Walker. Ben Clucas has been passed now by Thomas J. Harrington, who goes soon to 5th place. Brendan Allen, Callum Ricketts, Billy Pearson, Josh Bednarek rounding up the top 10. And the riders coping well with the conditions of this track. It's very unpredictable now. All of a sudden, it just seems, I think the wind might have helped
Yeah,
things as
the
well.
wind's definitely played a factor. If you're looking down this complex, this final chicane before that last right-hander, it's definitely dry down there now,
But then
especially on this left-hander.
it's almost a dry. Oh, but look at this though.
And you say that, and the rain starts again.
Right on cue, the rain comes down. You can hear it on the commentary tower, absolutely rattling. So all of a sudden, we're going from a track that is semi-dry, you might say, almost a case of putting intermediates on, to driving rain again. So another factor for the riders. Here we go, and how will they cope? The track is going to get very tough now because Bolsover goes through, Lord in second. Walker still in third. It's Marty Harrington fourth. Thomas J. Harrington with Clucas going down the inside in fifth place. They charge into the first corner, and a weather front moving through, a very sharp, quick rain shower coming through now, and the track getting more greasy, if anything.
Just out of shot, I can see Chris Fabian pulling off into the pits. That looks like the end of Chris's day.
So Chris Fabian out of the race, retiring. Let's have a look at the lap times when they come through, see how much that seems to have gone as quickly as it arrived. That rain shower coming through very quickly, just to dump a bit more water onto the track. Oh, as somebody goes down right on cue on that hairpin. Stuck under the bike. Callum Ricketts has gone down. I think, is he stuck under the bike or
no, he's just turning it off.
He's turning the machine off. So Ricketts, who was in 8th place, looks like he's all right though. And the leaders making their way back towards us. 4-2-1. Matthew Bolsover leads the way. And if anything, Bolsover going quicker, 58.663, pulling away now from Ben Lord. Aaron Walker still in 3rd place, Marty Harrington in 4th. Battle still on for 5th place between Ben Clucas, number 84, and Thomas J. Harrington. So it's Billy Pearson now moving into 8th place because we've lost Callum Ricketts, Keir Armstrong and Josh Bednarek running up the top 10. Here's that battle over at the moment going up towards the top hairpin between
Ben Clucas and Thomas J. Harrington.
They've been scrapping away for pretty much the entire race. They've got 4 laps to go. Lucas tries to pull away down the back straight. And the rain still drumming down slightly on that back part of the track. As Ricketts back underway, just a bit further down. He's the last rider on the lead lap. The race leader, Bolsover, coming round the final corner. Crossing the line, although Ben Lord not too far behind in 2nd place. The gap, 2.5 seconds between 1st and 2nd place. Aaron Walker in 3rd position. And still Marty Harrington in 4th. Ben Clucas and Thomas J. Harrington still scrapping away for that 5th place, with Brendan Allen just a little bit further behind. And certainly the track with that very sharp rain shower is very greasy, and the rider's doing very well to stay in contention on this one.
Yeah, just looking at Ben's riding style, obviously he's got the pace and he's doing really well. But his riding style is really stiff on his shoulders. He doesn't seem to move around as his shoulders and his helmet. You'll see a lot of riders. If you look at Tommy behind him, you'll see him drop his shoulder, go into the corner. Oh. No, he's getting his leg out there. He breaks himself. But you'll see a lot of the riders dropping the shoulders and trying to really move off the bike. And he seems to be bolt upright, which obviously works for him.
Closing stages now of the Pit Bike 140 race. And Matthew Bolsover leading the way from Ben Lord in 2nd place. Bolsover goes down the inside of Callum Ricketts, who's back on the bike now, recovers to 13th position. We lost Chris Fabian, of course, and there looks like Clucas now pulling away from Harrington slightly. 1.5 laps to go in this race, as the gap now 2.6 seconds. So Bolsover not gaining much on Ben Lord, number 48 in 2nd place. And there we still see Clucas and Thomas J. Harrington still battling away into the top hairpin. They make their way down the back straight now with 1.5 laps to go. Bolsover now clear of the lap traffic and pulls away slightly from Ben Lord in 2nd place. It's Ryan Trickett in 12th place. They've both gone through. 1 lap to go for Matthew Bolsover. Ben Lord in 2nd place finally gets past Callum Ricketts and Ryan Trickett there, but loses a second to Matthew Bolsover. There he comes into the top hairpin now. Bolsover number 421 around the left-hand hairpin. Back on the power. He's had to survive some pressure from his rivals and a very slippery track. But Bolsover now with half a lap, but as we've seen before, nothing is a foregone conclusion. This is where
Absolutely
Ryan
not.
Frost lost it, of course, so we'll wait and see what happens to Bolsover. He's got to get around this final half lap. Bolsover glancing over the shoulder there to see where Ben Lord is. So Bolsover just pacing himself coming into the chicane for the final time. Lord some distance behind now in second place, number 48, and Matthew Bolsover making his way up towards the final corner. Checkered flag is now being readied. And Matthew Bolsover punches the air as he takes the checkered flag. Race win. Four wins out of 4 then for Bolsover. Ben Lord, 48 in second place. Going to be Aaron Walker. He's had a good recovery in third place. Marty Harrington, after that difficult first race, he will finish in 4th position from Ben Klukas, who finishes just ahead of 994. Thomas J. Harrington. And there we see Bolsover and Lord having a post-race chat down there, discussing the finer points of the track as they all have a bit of a gathering up there. I think some of these riders have a bit of a post-race chat. Plenty to talk about, I'd imagine, as well.
Yeah, just saying they've had a good day. Ben's obviously said the front end's been tucking a little bit greasy. As you said at the start of the race, the track's drying. It will be greasy, it will be difficult. But it's been an interesting day. It's been a difficult day. As last rider, cool riders start coming through to take the checkered flag.
So we'll have the provisional results in just a few moments for that final race of the day. Pit Bike Stock 140. Race number 2 draws to a close. And we wrap up then with Matthew Bolsover, your race lead winner, from Ben Lord, 3.6 seconds at the end. Aaron Walker in 3rd, Marty Harrington, Ben Klukas in 5th, with Thomas J. Harrington, Brendan Allen, Billy Pearson, Keir Armstrong, and Liam Whiteley rounding out the top 10 in that final race of the day. So that concludes